What's up, guys? I know I've not made a video in a while, so I figured I'd do that since I now have had the 55 set up for about a month and a half, almost 2 months. I've got a couple of babies, and yeah, the breeder box is dirty, but as you can see, I don't know if you can see that little guy right here. There's one. And I call them, they're Otto whatever. However, I've got another little baby right there. You can make out the little eyes. However, I think that may be a Molly. And I've got two more of those, whatever you call them. I'll call them Ottos. But I've got some new guys. Got two turquoise rainbows that were given to me. And let's see. I lost a lot of my guys. Unfortunately, we had a power outage due to some storms that rolled through. So I came home from work to find pretty much everybody swimming at the top, gasping for oxygen. Didn't understand why they were gasping for oxygen at the moment. Because like I said, you know, the power, I don't know how long the power had been out, but, you know, whether or not it had been out for 24 hours, like, we have live plants, as you can see, so everything should have been fine. However, it wasn't. So I think we lost right about 17 or 18 fish in total. Broke my heart. I boo-hooed. I cried. It was not, you know, that was probably my worst experience ever, as, you know, in this, you know, hobby. And like I said, I lost a Hilstream loach. Oh God, I lost a couple of different Botica loaches. They're really cool. I lost two of those. So, but now the rainbow's getting on to them. But sorry, I got sidetracked on what I was saying. I've got, if you can see, I've got that dude right here. I love him. Love both of them. They say they don't work in a tank with rainbow cribs. However, so far, so good. My water's a little bit cloudy. Ended up, had an algae problem. So, kind of got rid of some, trying to get rid of some algae. But, as you can see, I only have one little Bosemani left. I think we had 6 Bosemani in total, so lost 5 of them. I've got some albino cribs. He's right there. Still haven't been able to sex them yet. But as far as I know, I want to say they're 2 females. Feed these guys real quick for y'all. Well, you can kind of see everybody. I'm absolutely in love with these rainbows right here, with my rainbow cribs. They're brand spanking new. Like, I don't know, I got them when maybe they were half an inch big. They were teeny tiny. Now they've like tripled in size within less than a month. I'd say right about a month. I've got that lone Molly right there. And the other one is down here in the hospital tank. I don't know if y'all can even tell. There she is. She has something on the side of her, but it's, I first thought it was a parasite, but I'm thinking it's more along bacterial. So she's getting treated right now. She's pregnant. And I'm almost positive it's her baby that's up here that I finally was able to save. She's not a happy camper. She is like so angry at me right now because I put her in the hospital tank. But that was the only way to treat her. And that way she got the full treatment and was, you know, away from these guys because I didn't want them to get sick and possibly catch whatever she's got. I don't know if these are males or females. It's hard for me to really sex these rainbow cribs just yet. I've never owned any of these. However, they do go absolutely like phenomenal. They're great with the rainbows. So I've got some Australian rainbows. I have the Bosemani rainbows. I have Celebes. I used to have a lot more Celebes and a lot more rainbows. However, you know, it is what it is. They all died. A lot of them died. Got some neon tetras. Supposedly they're jumbo tetras. I just think somebody thought that they would be fancy and put that on there because I've never heard of them before. But, however, that Molly is pregnant as well. She's starting to square off, so hopefully she'll have some fry here before too long. However, unfortunately, like, they eat them. So, with them being live bears, they can't tell the difference between food and family. So, it's kind of weird. It's kind of sad in a way, but it is what it is. She is totally lost without her sidekick. Unfortunately, the one that they stuck together like glue, but he passed away. So now she's just so, I don't know, she's very, very lonely. There's one of the Ottos. I actually think that's my pregnant one. Yeah, there's the pregnant one. So, but got some Cory catfish too. Got a couple of pygmies. I don't know where they're at. I know one pygmy, Pygmy Cory, passed away during the power outage. Like I said, I got home from work and I'm unsure how long the power had been off for, but it still wasn't back on when I got home. So, needless to say, it broke my heart as well as my son's. This started out to be his fish tank, and I just kind of took it over. He liked it at the beginning, but as I was inexperienced in all of this, I killed quite a few fish trying to learn the whole water parameter thing and how, a tank cycles. Tank cycles over and over and over and over. It doesn't just cycle one time. A lot of people think, oh, my tank cycled and I'm good, and your tank constantly cycles over and over. Like every water change, your water parameters change. And every time, it's just a process over and over. But I figured I'd let you all kind of see the updated tank and everything. Like I said, I really don't know how long these guys will last in here. I'm hoping that they'll last for a little minute. They've been in here 3 days so far. Don't know how long. They've actually grown quite a bit since I got them just a couple of days ago. And I forgot about that little guy right there. Talk about one cool fish. He is very, very beautiful. I scared him. Sorry, guys. Actually got him from Bob Stingfot. I probably totally screwed his last name up, but it is what it is. He'll understand. Right, Bob? But got him from Bob. They're awesome, awesome fish. I don't know why I'm having a brain fart. Can't remember his name. But they're really, really cool. They're just neat to watch. He is totally flashing right now. And if you'll look close, I bought him because he has a gimpy. A little gimp fin. So, food keeps landing on them. I know it looks like ick, but it's not ick, I promise. Like, this tank is, I don't know what's wrong with it. But every now and again, I'll like double look. I'll do a double take of my Molly because she's black. And she'll have white spots all on her. And I'm like, oh my God. And as soon as she moves, shoo, as soon as she starts swimming, they're gone. So, it happens every time with him too. But he's a little gimp. He's got one good fin. That's the good fin. The other fin's the bad fin. So, yeah. But I figured I'd let you all see. There's another little Otto. They're pretty cool. Otto Cinclus. Otto Cinclet. Probably totally pronounced that wrong. But let me know what you guys think of this tank so far. Just trying to add some grass down at the bottom. But I did not have enough low lights. So, it kind of messed up. So, a lot of plants have died. Not a lot, but just all of my, my low light plants. I've got a fluval hang on the back. It's a 110. Hope you guys can see that. I've got 2 sponge filters. One came from Aquarium Co-op, and the other one I bought, I couldn't tell you where. But I've got 2 heaters in here. I've got one, I think it's a top fin, and I've got my fluval. And then down on this one, I have the Penguin 150, and just the Aqua. Lordy day, I'm exhausted. My brain is not functioning. It's the Aquarium. It's for up to 55 gallons. I've got it down here in my little hospital tank. Looks really dirty, but it's not. It's little. That's actually for my substrate. In this one, all I have is just the white sand with Eco Complete. I just totally just threw some different plants in here. Made them from the other plants up here in my main tank. I've got another, we have a 75 gallon that hopefully I can get put together this weekend. Got to make sure it does not leak before I go adding fish to it. I replaced this grass back here when I swapped these tanks out. I put all my old plants that were in the 20 gallon, I put them up in the 55 gallon, and then after these grew, I kind of trimmed on these some, so you can kind of see at the very tops. Oh, it's got my finger now. But you can kind of see at the very top of those where I trimmed them off, and they literally grow right back. So there's the little, my Pygmy Cory, one of them. I love those little guys. They're so cute. But so far, like, everybody gets along really well. I was really surprised when I added the my two neon or electric blue, whatever, neon I promise, guys, I worked a double tonight at work. I'm exhausted, so like I'm totally just brain farted out, so my apologies. However, I found another little Pygmy Cory right here. I don't know if y'all can see him or her. Like I said, I had 4 of them puppies. There's only 2 left now. So, and I may end up treating for ick again in this, because those little white spots are not coming off him. So he might be ick. You know. If it is, we'll start back treating, and I think that's what it is. So, looks to me like we're going to have to start back treating for ick. And I found, for me, personally, I learned from Corey at Aquarium Co-op, spoke with Candy, one of his moderators. She is phenomenal. Kind of talked to them about ick and how to treat ick. And for me, I learned that Prime, Seacom's Prime, is not good to use with ick-X. So, I guess ick-X has some type of sulfa or sulfate in it, so it's not good to treat with if you're treating your tank with Prime, if you're using Prime for your water conditioner. Found that out the hard way. Treated these guys for almost 2 weeks one time, and it put them down in the hospital tank, and I kept wondering, they're not getting better, they're not getting better, what's the deal? And so I started doing some research and found that you cannot use Seacom Prime, whatever, Seacom's Seacom Prime with ick-X. I don't know about anything else, any other any other brands, but those specifically don't work together. It totally cancels out everything. Cancels out every bit of medication. So it was pretty crappy to know that I had gone through almost a whole bottle of ick-X before I found that out. So needless to say, I was pretty ticked off. But other than that, I treated it, got rid of it. Took about, I'll say about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. And I say that, I almost wonder if, these fish are getting immune to the ick-X, to the Malachi green. But, for me, what I found that worked for me is to dose how the bottle says to dose, but I always put an extra capful. So whatever your aquarium is, just read the directions on the back of the bottle, and it'll tell you exactly, how to dose your aquarium. But for me, I added a little bit extra. I don't recommend doing that, but that's just what I did, and it did the trick. For the 3 days when I upped the dosage, for the last 3 days, it helped. But like I said, I think these fish are getting kind of immune. they're building up a tolerance to all of these chemicals, you know, and all these medications that we're using. It's no different than our body does. You know, we take doxycycline 15 times. Like, doxycycline is only going to work, you know, for maybe the first, you know, several times that you use it, and your body develops a tolerance. Same thing goes with fish and any other animal. So they all do the same thing as well as we do. But it treated the ick. It got rid of it. But I figured I'd let you all kind of look at the aquarium. See? But let me know what you guys think. What type of videos y'all want to see. I know I'm not on here that much. I work like a Trojan. But so I just kind of wanted to show y'all. Sorry for the glare of the TV in the background. But yeah, I first thought I had flying foxes. And I totally freaked out. Completely freaked out. I was so stoked about it. Until I got a close-up picture with my camera. And sure shooting. It turned out they're Ottos sinklets. But they're so cute. They're just little babies. So yeah. Those are the only 3 that I found too. I don't know. I've probably, with all the water changes that I do, like I do two water changes every week. And that's just, I'm always in this aquarium all the time. But for me, that's what works for me. I don't care to clean it out. I'm fairly new. I've only been in this hobby for going on right about a year now. So I still like to do water changes for now. That'll probably change. In fact, I know that will change. But for right now, I figured, hey, it's still new. I'm having fun. So we'll keep doing the water changes twice a week. The fish love it. I probably killed a lot of fish in the beginning. So, but yeah, just let me know what you all think of this. And, you know, if y'all have any ideas for some more videos, let me know. But I appreciate it. And if you like what you all see, hit the like button and hit subscribe. Like I said, I don't post a whole lot, but you know, when I do post, hopefully it's fairly decent content. I film with my phone. I've got a Note 10, so it's not the best, you know, but it works. So, but yeah, I appreciate it, y'all. And y'all have a good night. And as always, stay safe and be blessed.